I'm working on Wi-Fi. Oh, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So, I have coded these in, okay, let's see, settings, output, I've dropped the bit rate. Oh, um, so I hope that works. Uh, well, I don't have a cord that can reach to the router. We're almost done here anyway. Anyway, let's. So, what I did, Mr. Digiman, I put the sticks in. Get off of there. That's not yours. And now I have 2 hanging pork chops. I put them into the toaster, and I make them go down. I shouldn't have done that, because that's raw pork chop. This is the happiest and angriest I have ever been. My stream setup is extremely scuffed. We are now 3 VODs in to this stream. So YouTube be damned. And now we just flip them a couple of times. So I am also going to attempt to eat. You haven't made it here at the end. We're just. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Let me see what it looks like on my end. Do I need to technically restart now? I absolutely hate the new mobile app. Well, settings, output, gonna put that back up. Anything? The fuck's going on, guys? I have no idea. Fucking static ass image. Hey! My hand is up. And it's flipped. You know what? Let's just close the internet. Okay. Do people see me? Can you hear me? I have no idea. I have unleashed a demon. Okay. I'm back. Hello? I am testing. Okay. I am live, and I am waving my oven mitted hand back and forth. I am doing a funny little dance. It is the frame. This is the frame dance. This is summoning frames, the god of frames, so that the rest of the stream on VOD 5 continues going. I wave my hand back and forth. I wave my hand back and forth. All right, let me get it. Mm. It is an interpretive dance. Mm. So, these need to be cooked a little more. But Mr. Ducks, really see how a child who is picky about will devour an entire plate of these. Damn, that's good. And now, on to more important things. What are these more important things? Why, cooking more pork chops. So, Mr. Digiman, get off of my pork chop. This is after one toast. The pork chop is warm to the touch and cooked on top. Oh no. Oh, it's because it's cooking. You know, for a second there, I was worried that my pork chop wouldn't fit in my toaster. Yes, Mr. Ducks, I mean this in the nicest possible way possible. And for those of you who have met the man in person and or been in a voice channel with this, gentleman, mallard, waterfowl, who remembers SpongeBob? Who here remembers SpongeBob? Young people, Dragon. That's who. And it makes me feel fucking old. Anyway. Who remembers the episode where they go to Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's cave of shenanigans? Hero Cave. And they start looking at everything and they go, "The orb of confusion! It causes an intense aura of confusion around it." And then they flip it on. Dux, I'm not saying you are confusing to people. I'm just saying people are baffled by what you can get away with. I'm going to eat more carrots now. These are good fucking carrots. Like, next time I'm gonna have to cook them to be a bit softer, but good carrots. Hear me, am. Hear me, am. Here I am, several times throughout this stream, saying do not try this at home. Well, I am A, trying this at home, and B, being fairly successful with it. To quote the disclaimer, please practice safe toaster science. Here I am, doing everything I can. Holding on to what I can. Man. I'm trying to sleep. I lost count of sheep. Trying to make the answers more than maybe. And I'm so confused about what to do. And I forget the next line. Was I about to do a spoken word slam poetry session of Superman? Hi! I was. Yes, I was. Fuck these These are good carrots. Ah. No, it would be unsafe to toast the carrot. They don't. They fit too well and won't come back up. And now I'm just waiting for this to continue to toast. Oh, it already popped up. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. I am following in the footsteps of madness. Hello, Ether, the booze wizard. How are we doing? You cheered 690 bits. I am not saying that that's not a nice number, but that's probably not the number that you wanted to post. I will say nice regardless. Mr. Booze Wizard randomly donating 10 times more than he expected to. Mr. Booze Wizard, I am making pork toast. Ladies and gentlemen, we are once again watching the disclaimer.
Disclaimer. I don't know if you're supposed to say the word disclaimer and then say the disclaimer, or just say the disclaimer. Whatever. Do not do this at home. We are crazy people. We are not role models. We are not sane people. We're probably not even smart people, and we are definitely not trained professionals. Cooking things in a toaster that are not made to be cooked in a toaster is not wise. It's not ecologically wise. It is not economically wise. Heck, it's probably not psychologically wise. Is it technologically wise? No. There's probably more ecolies that I don't know, and it's probably none of those either. When I first did this, I took precautions that you do not see on the screen. Please, again, do not try this at home. I should not have done this. I told Doc that he should not do this, and now we are both going to tell you that you should not do this. We are lunatics. We're doing this because it's not... Well, okay, we're doing this because it's funny. We're not doing this because it's smart or safe. If I tried to cook like an entire head of cabbage in a microwave, it wouldn't be good. It would just make the entire office building smell like a fart. It'd be funny, but not smart. Please practice safe toaster science. Thank you. That smells dirty.
Practice safe toaster science. Psst, psst, psst. Kitty, kitty. Psst, 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 psst. But yes, Mr. Booze Wizard. I have a toaster on a grill. There is no cat. I was making a joke, and it has popped. So, we bring it on over, slide it off, poke it through. Ah, that's hot. And I get my hanging meat again. And I press down. love this disclaimer. It's great. I mean, we should probably have a more generic disclaimer for doing stupid things, either food or in general, but a very specific disclaimer for pork chops in a toaster is hilarious. Well, I'm sure I can use it the next time that we try to cook something in a toaster. I mean, I'd like it to not be so hot and humid, but it's fine. Also, everyone, how do you feel about this layout right here? Like, I kind of like it. Like, it's fine for drawing attention to the goddamn pork chops. I may continue with this setup in future streams. I'm not sure if I should or will. I don't think I could do this because one could argue that once you use the toaster to cook meat, that makes it a fleshditic toaster and only good for meat thereafter. Is this some? Are you making a joke, or is this some like kosher um procedure that I am unfamiliar with as because I am not a non-practicing or I am not a practicing Jew or even closely related to being Jewish. Hell, the only thing I have here kosher is probably the salt. Yep, that's kosher. I want a carrot. Ding, pork is done. So, and this is now a meat toaster for me exclusively. I am not going to be cooking bread in this. This is a ruined quote unquote toaster. So, Digi, you are saying that you, as a practicing observing Jew who follows all kosher guidelines, you would have to buy a completely new toaster, not unlike what I have done right now. Okay, that is lovely. So, Digi, I have a question, and I think we've talked about this a couple of times. Uh, in recent memory, it was when I did steak and potatoes, and I used butter on my potato on my meat grill. Um, and you said, yeah, that looks like a great steak. It's a shame it's not kosher. What is the kosher rule uh about meat and dairy not touching? Like I've heard that pork isn't kosher because pigs are unclean animals, and that meat has to be prepared in a very specific way to like cut out blood vessels and other kinds of stuff. Um, Food has to, non-perishable food has to observe certain restrictions, but that was the first I heard about dairy and meat. And then it's also something along the lines of a cultural, I don't know, gluten or allergen intolerance. Um, because you mentioned that only meat can be cooked in meat pans, and dairy can be cooked in dairy pans. Um, that reminds me of hearing people say it's like, oh, I'm gluten intolerant, or I have a shellfish allergy, and the cooks in the back of the house have to clean everything and scrub their pans and use completely different cooktops and cutlery and dishes, um, because of that. Is that similar? No, ducks. No, ducks. This is not madness. This is the BPL. I do have a gas powered toaster right back here. Ding! I'm sorry for laying that all on you, Mr. Digi. I'm just curious about food traditions. You got the basic premise, but mixing meat and dairy is a no no. It's theorized that some of the laws may have been codified traditions at the time, but it's arguable. It strikes me as Dak the Radiolarian Heart. One could say the BPL and Madness are closely related. Also, first time chat! Everybody, point and say hi to Dak, and then wave at him and tell him he's an idiot for joining us. And then welcome him warmly. Haha, you joined the weird club. You're now our friend. There's no getting around that. Sorry for putting you on the spot there, Mr. Dak. Oh yeah, my mac and cheese! My mac and cheese that I made! My cheeseburger mac that turned out to be like mom's tired mac and cheese. You can't have that despite all of the ingredients individually being kosher. Is it the fact that it's burger meat in mac and cheese that makes it non-kosher? Get off of my carrot. Hmm. That's upsetting. Although I can see it logically. Um, when the like just extrapolating in my own mind. Um, yeah, comfy gaming corner. Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription for 6 months. Thank you for being here. Wowza, they said it could not be done. Clearly, they were mistake. I'm sorry. Mistaken, probably. Ah. So, yes, I will cook a steak with margarine. One of my favorite, one of my favorite things to watch, or about Christmas, is watching a bunch of different Christmas specials with my dad, and one of them is a British show called Bottom. I think. And it's about a bunch of just degenerate roommates in England. And in this particular Christmas episode, they're getting ready for Christmas dinner. And they are missing the brandy butter. And the man responsible said, "Well, I couldn't get you brandy butter, so I made vodka margarine. And don't worry, I anticipated your concerns, so I spiced it up with a couple of cans of hairspray." And then he lights it on fire, and it's a giant torch. Yes, is pizza non-kosher? At least like cheese pizza? Huh. No, just extrapolating from what I know about olden times and how things can be codified into cultural mores. Um, I can see way back in the day where pigs not safe for eating came from, because wild pigs, and especially pigs kept in unhygienic environments, tend to develop parasites and diseases that can make their meat very unsafe to eat, which is where I can see the Hebrew the Hebrew and Arabic fact, um, or the Hebrew and Arabic tradition more of not eating pork products comes from. And over generations, it's just codified into don't eat pork. I can see where mixing dairy and meat comes from as well, from a similar vein. Spitballing. I might be completely wrong. Do not take me for a historical for a cultural historian, but I can see old refrigeration and storage practices are not what we have nowadays. One could argue that according to modern standards, these pork chops underneath this foil right here are not safe. They're not food safe. Hell, that toaster is not food safe. But modern refrigeration, modern food safety, and all that jazz um, was not available in ye olden times. So, there, I can see, ow, how the storage of dairy products could lead to spoilage, and so to prevent that spoilage from getting to meat or anything else, they said don't cook dairy and meat in an effort to limit damage. And again, this is an entire spitball theory just based off of assumptions and wild leaps of logic. I do not know. I am not I am not Jewish. I do not practice kosher. I eat what I eat. And I quite frankly don't care. Hell, I've started eating a lot more seafood recently, or in recent years, and I used to not like seafood. So, what the fuck do I know about food? I'm cooking pork chops in a toaster. I would love someone to clip that. I don't know what the I don't know anything about food. I'm cooking pork chops in a toaster. Please quote that. That is a good quote. I didn't say that to be quoted. I'm just saying I'm an idiot. But yes, this toaster is now an X toaster. Explaining food safety to people didn't get enough people to follow the guidelines. The only way effective to make it was to codify it in religion. Would you like to try a pork chop?
I'm scared.
Please go. No, 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 no. Go around the other way.
In.
Okay, go around the other way. Go around the back. Go around the back. Okay. Fuck you. Everyone, it is a brother.
Yeah.
Say hello to chat.
Hello, chat.
Would you like to watch the disclaimer?
I like to live on the edge.
You're watching the disclaimer.
Disclaimer. I don't know if you're supposed to say the word disclaimer and then say the disclaimer or just say the disclaimer. Whatever. Do not do this at home. We are crazy people. We are not role models. We are not sane people. We're probably not even smart people. And we are definitely not trained professionals. Cooking things in a toaster that are not made to be cooked in a toaster is not wise. It's not ecologically wise. It is not economically wise. Heck, it's probably not psychologically wise. Is it technologically wise? No. There's probably more ecolies that I don't know, and it's probably none of those either. When I first did this, I took precautions that you do not see on the screen. Please, again, do not try this at home. I should not have done this. I told Doc that he should not do this, and now we are both going to tell you that you should not do this. We are lunatics. We're doing this because it's not... Well, okay, we're doing this because it's funny. We're not doing this because it's smart or safe. If I tried to cook like an entire head of cabbage in a microwave, it wouldn't be good. It would just make the entire office building smell like a fart. It'd be funny, but not smart. Please practice safe toaster science. Thank you.
That smells dirt, yeah.
Alright, so what did you think about the disclaimer there, Mr. Brother?
Well, it said not to do this at home, but we're doing it at home anyway, so we're doing it live.
Indeed we are.
Other than that, good video, Duck. I'm actually pretty impressed, so thank you for that.
Nollyman99, thank you for your first time. Chat, thank you for joining us on Outside Cooking with Dr. Who and his brother. We are making pork toast. Do not try this at home. You just watched an entire legally binding disclaimer about it. We are not responsible for anything that may happen to you, your kitchen, your home, your loved ones, your pets,
We gotta do
your
some.
furniture.
We gotta do some like Wagyu A5 in the toaster. Just make everybody angry.
Oh, God. No, no. Okay. During the video, my brother said something about
Doing lamb chops
doing
in
lamb
the
chops in
toaster.
this, and I said lamb chops are way too expensive to experiment with this.
I have a friend that I can buy lambs from, so we're
He
good.
has an entire freezer full of lamb in the basement, and he is going to get another one. Mr. Ducks, we are going to be trying lamb in this thing.
Possibly.
And now he's suggesting A5 Wagyu, and I'm just like, dear God, the things that I would do to A5 Wagyu, and the last thing that I would do is stick it in toaster.
Well, I mean, it's like just like the will it waffle thing. It's like will it toast.
You really need to meet Mr. Ducks. You were at first very apprehensive about the things that I've said that he's done. But I think you two and his wife would make an amazing cooking team. Also, will
Maybe.
you please try my carrots? These are honey garlic carrots. little chewy. I blame the oven. I blame the grill. They need to be softer,
They needed to be cooked for more.
but
Needs
tasty.
pepper.
Tasty though.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Would you like to try a pork chop?
In it to win it, baby. This isn't gonna give me cancer in it, is it? Like California? Like the California warnings? Like
Completely unrelated third party is now trying a toaster pork chop.
California proposition, whatever. This product will cause cancer, just like everything else in California.
He's so angry. He's so angry. He is so angry right now. He's so upset right now. His entire world has shattered. He doesn't want to eat another bite, but he wants to eat another bite just to prove that it's wrong. But it's not. It's not wrong.
Mr. Dux, there's a special place in hell for you.
Yes, as Satan's personal chef.
Why does this work and why do I like it? Although too much salt.
I put Slap Your Mama on it.
Ugh.
It was an experiment.
Slap Your Mama's good, but you just put too much on
I
it.
did put a bit too much on.
I mean, it's cooked. It has juice in it still. Doesn't do the greatest sear, but my only complaint is too much salt.
That's a meat problem. That is 100%
I
a
am
meat problem.
I am conflicted.
I like it. It's such a good cook, though, isn't it?
Why do things work when they shouldn't? Like, I.
He's speechless. This is the first time I've seen him make.
Like,
This is the first time I've seen him do
I,
something food related and not have words.
like I thought this was like gonna be a total joke and failure.
I did too.
Like
So did
I thought there
Mr.
was
Ducks.
I thought there was gonna be like grease and shit like bubbling out of the toaster and whatever and
That's why I don't have the crumb pan
like
on it. It's
what
just a
have
straight
you.
drop down.
Like, I mean, it's doing this. Fuck, I don't know. I'm confused and I don't know. I'm going back for more and I'm worried about myself.
I have 2 more pork chops.
I'm okay.
Can you please, when you do go back inside, can you bring me some Tupperware?
I think I may just drive to the ocean and contemplate my life again. Like, this is one of those experiments that like scientists are like, "Fuck yeah, it works." But is
They
it
never
good for
stop
is it
to
good for
ask
is it
why,
is it
if
is
it
it good
should.
for the world and should they? And then they just bury it deep in the ground.
They were they were too concerned with the question could they. They didn't ask should they.
Yeah.
I do have a fire extinguisher on hand.
Dude, what about chicharrones? That's not a chicharron, that's just fat off the pork chop.
No, watch this.
Philip, usually when somebody says watch this with experimental cooking, something bad happens, so let's not do a watch this.
No, wait, please.
Uh,
Start to
s-
pop up.
speaking of Flame On, whoever's seen Deadpool and Wolverine, you know what's up.
I'm probably gonna go see that this afternoon. So, chat, don't say shit, or I will ban you. Brother, don't say shit, or no more pork chop.
I'm fine with that.
No, you're not. You are so conflicted right now.
I do not. It is only 3:17, so no beer yet.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Need to get like a flyaway machine.
I know. Okay. Ow, that's hot. So,
Okay. I don't know, man. It's not gonna fry up like it should.
oh, watch this. Look at this.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, and several people in chat will tell you that's not a chicharron.
Well, you're not wrong, but
I'm okay.
eat that.
I don't want to.
Eat it.
No,
Please.
I don't want to.
Please eat the crispy fat.
No,
Please.
Phil.
I love you.
No,
It's crackling.
I don't want to.
Oh, it's so crispy. Oh god. It's so good. Anyway, if you would like to finish eating it,
I'm okay.
or if that was just experiment to see that it actually is edible.
Pretty much.
It's only a wafer thing.
Wafer thin.
Alright, shove it in. Alright, please go get me a Tupperware, and I will make up some more pork chops. Ladies and gentlemen, he was so upset. He was so upset. Noliman, you have subscribed. Hello. Thank you for the 2 months of mistakes. It is most. Ah. Yes.
Upsetty spaghetti.
It violates everything you know about how to properly cook meat.
Yeah. I wonder what
You'd say, where's the lamb sauce?
Oh, dude, if you're putting salt on them, you don't.
I didn't on those other ones. It was just straight slap your mama.
Okay. Oh, mother. Oh, shit.
We're still live. We're still good. All right. Some more skewers. Hey, what?
Don't throw my, shit on my herbs.
I'm sorry. All right, last pork chops. And they're a cooking. They're a cooking. I'm sorry. Yeah, lovely. This was meant to be displayed, but I didn't have room. And now it's going back to the side. Ducks, I am very surprised at how well this turned out. This was a treat and a delight, and we need to collaborate on what next to cook, because this is madness. Yes, the only trouble I'm having with it is the flipping of the chop. You see, I may be stupid and put meat in a toaster, but it's just meat. It's non-conductive. I am not going to put metal in a toaster. That is just stupidity. When you buy me a blowtorch and a fillet, that is when. More carrots. One would also have to find a deep enough toaster. This is true. And now let's drop it in. That's a lovely sizzle sound. That kind of defeats the purpose, Mr. Wazop, of using a specifically engineered bread toaster for its not proper use. Jesus Christ. This has been an absolutely scuffed day. First, I'm absolutely exhausted. Second, um, the I don't have actual hardwired internet. Third, there are now like 5, 6 VODs of this shenanigans on stream, some of which is just me going, "Hey, can you hear me? How about now?" I don't fucking know anymore, man. It's the BPL way. Yes, it would end up in the heating element. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching this madness. I'm tempted to do the same. Dak, either use your shitty old toaster and throw the crumb tray away, or buy a new toaster, a cheap new toaster, and throw the crumb catcher away. The biggest problem with this is going to be the crumb catcher. I'm going to need to seriously apologize to Diggs about how scuffed today has been. It's processing nicely. Can you hear it? Can you hear it, guys? Woo! That surprised me. Ah. Yeah. Have I done bacon? No, we have not done bacon. I can't stop thinking about the episode of Stargate where a guy builds a mini Stargate in Carter's basement and just says to her, "You are going to need a new toaster." That's good. Uh, I am going to acquire more water. Yep. About 30 more minutes. I have returned with water. Can you toast faster? There's the occasional fat pop, and it hits the heating element and smokes up something good. Ooh. Please document this process so that we all may enjoy the results. These are Some good looking pork chops. Ah. Doc, I can send you my recipe. It was taught to me by an elderly man so Cajun that he cannot pronounce the word sink. How did it how did it sound? Like how can you not pronounce sink? There's zinc. Huh. Interesting. Okay. This is the last of the carrots. Yum. I have so much shit out here that needs to not be out here. So my personal experiment with Slappy Mama was mixed review. I like it, but it is a little too much. Salt and pepper, perfect. Yes, that is what I was debating about doing, but I didn't have the time. It's a lovely little fart. These ones are curling up something fierce. Lovely. But no, oh god, teriyaki pork toast. That would be something funny. Mr. Dux, what did you send me? More toast. Rail, if you're in chat, I appreciate that. Huh. Huh. Almost done. that close. I appreciate the sentiment, and I will. I mean, if I need it, I'll hit you up. Probably not, but I appreciate it. We're gonna have to meet up sometime then. You, me, and Fish. I mean, you come down here with the cricket hot dogs, and if you don't mind being on screen, we will make cricket hot dogs. Pop. Oh, this fat is rendering nicely. All right. For those of you who wonder, and finding up there, I would spend 2 days just cooking. I love that. I'd love it. It would be amazing. I need a recipe too. We need to collaborate. Um, it would be great. We need to collaborate on that. We need to collaborate on toaster. We need to collaborate on a lot of things. Um, Mr. Duck, I recently had someone come into my gas station, and I checked his ID, and I'm just like, "Oh, you're from Louisiana. Where are you from?" And he said, he said a town. I'm just like, he's just like, "You know where Lake Charles is?" And I said, "Yeah, I got a friend that lives down there." Um, and I told him the story in so many words as I can quickly in a gas station about how I have the Cajun stamp of approval. Oh, that's why. I said in so many words, I had him bring me andouille and green onion sausage, and he said, "Yep, green onion sausage, good idea." And I said, "Savoy's instant roux," and he was just like, "Good man, good man." Um, and I said that I made my roux from scratch, though, but I have since used the Savoy's. Very good. And and then I said, he came up to me on his third bowl of gumbo and said something along the lines of, "Doc, I have brought a big old bottle of Tabasco sauce along with me. It is sitting in my truck unopened and untouched. You, sir, make good gumbo, and then you took a big ass swig from a mug of gumbo because we ran out of bowls." I cherish this memory greatly. I'm gonna give this another pass around. Yeah, another flip on either side. Ducks, that means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to you. What's cooking? Pork chops in a toaster. Riven, do you want to see the disclaimer?
Disclaimer. I don't know if you're supposed to say the word disclaimer and then say the disclaimer, or just say the whatever. Do not do this at home. We are crazy people. We are not role models. We are not sane people. We're probably not even smart people, and we are definitely not trained professionals. Cooking things in a toaster that are not made to be cooked in a toaster is not wise. It's not ecologically wise. It is not economically wise. Heck, it's probably not psychologically wise. Is it technologically wise? No. There's probably more ecolies that I don't know, and it's probably none of those
There's a heat
either.
shimmer above the pork.
When I first did this, I took precautions that you do not see on the screen. Please, again, do not try this at home. I should not have done this. I told Doc that he should not do this, and now we are both going to tell you that you should not do this. We are lunatics. We're doing this because it's not... Well, okay, we're doing this because it's funny. We're not doing this because it's smart or safe. If I tried to cook like an entire head of cabbage in a microwave, it wouldn't be good. It would just make the entire office building smell like a fart. It'd be funny, but not smart. Please practice safe toaster science. Thank you.
R.P. That spells dirt. Yeah.
Is that what, like the seventh, eighth time we've seen the disclaimer this stream? Ah. Hawk, don't put it in the toaster. Do not put it in the toaster. Okay, that's actually starting to smell like burning. Yeah, one more. One more, and then I think these are going to be great. Ah! 5-second rule. Use two. Use two skewers. CYA, cover your butt. First time for me, but you were one word off of PTSD. None can claim us, for we are thoroughly disclaimed. God is angry. He tried to smite the toast. I'm just thoroughly surprised in how well this has gone down. I'm going to flip it one more time. Live, laugh, toaster bath. Wait. Oh, don't. For those of you joining, thank you for coming to close to the end of Pork Toast. The wind is picking up, and it might take my canopy with me. For legal reasons, anything we say can be interpreted as a joke. Except for when we say, do not do this at home. We are not trained professionals. We are people doing stupid things for our own entertainment. And we love you. My God. The fat's just bubbling. Oh my. Oh my sweet Zorg. Yes, this is going to be the last cook. It does not squeak, but it does sizzle. Okay. Lovely. I am going to prepare things for the inside. As I am now thoroughly finished. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm cooked. Ether, you dedicated a very long time of your life, a concerning amount of time to your life, of finding a palatable Malort cocktail. And you're worried about me cooking pork chops in a toaster. Well, to be fair, one could burn your house down, and the other just will dissolve you from the inside. I need to go inside and take a nap. I am getting concerningly delirious. Like, I could still keep going. But it might be necessary to call it quits sometime soon. I'm not done yet. I'm waiting for this to finish. The Battletech cookbook made a Malort cocktail? What? Uh-oh. That's smoke. I does a concern. I does a happy. this, well, one side is very well cooked. Ah, the bone's hot. The other not so much. It just curled a lot. So perhaps rotating the toast might also help. Rotating the pork chop, flipping it like this, but also like that, might help. But that is experiments for another time. And with that, I have to say thank you for joining me in this very amazing adventure. We did many stupid things, and I can't believe we got away with them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very stupid idea. Please do not cook anything in the appliance that it is not specifically designed to accept. Cooking pork chops in a toaster is a very stupid idea. It was a very stupid plan. And the fact that it came out as tasty and as well cooked as it did should be taken not as a carte blanche endorsement of the fact that it is stupid to cook pork chops in a toaster. I love you all. This has been a very interesting day. And remember to hail Cargonia.
Hold on.
And the stolen things obey the quartermaster unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo text push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
Get back to work. Disclaimer. I don't know if you're supposed to say the word disclaimer and then say the disclaimer, or just say the whatever. Do not do this at home. We are crazy people. We are not role models. We are not sane people. We're probably not even smart people, and we are definitely not trained professionals. Cooking things in a toaster that are not made to be cooked in a toaster is not wise. It's not ecologically wise. It is not economically wise. Heck, it's probably not psychologically wise. Is it technologically wise? No. There's probably more ecolies that I don't know, and it's probably none of those either. When I first